Hello everyone, it's 221120 here, and today we are having a look at the wreckage of the old Kirkcaldy West train station. So as you can see, most of this area here is basically part of where the old station was. This is just next to Saladin Street and Den Road in Kirkcaldy, so basically St Clair Street, where we're having a look at all the wreckage. There appears to be some kind of metal here that could have been a railway line, I'm not sure though. Maybe there was a yard in here at one point, but it's very, very cool. As you can see, it must have been quite a big bit of space used to build this. It must have been quite a reasonable sized train station. So it is interesting, and we can get right to the fence where the main line is. So we're going to have a look at that and maybe how the train line would have linked up to the old station while it was still open. Today's adventure brought us to the Railway Club Inn on the Factory Junction Road of Kirkcaldy, just next to Den Road and St Clair Street. So as you can see, there's traces of an old station and an old platform and possibly an old yard. In today's video we're going to be exploring all of these things, including a current railway bridge that has some previous junctions leading to factories. So without further ado, let's get rolling. So now what we appear to have here is the platform, just coming right along here and maybe connecting to the main line there, and there's the old wreckage of the train station, and just there is the main line, the Dundee and Edinburgh main line. I'm not sure if any trains are due past, but I'll check. But this, obviously this whole bit probably would have been a yard at some point, so I'll keep exploring. After going through what appear to be old yards, we then come to the blue bridge that has the two cut-offs. We believe that one of the cut-off went down to the Nairnsey building before it was knocked down, and the other building went up to the big steel works where a lot of things were made back in the old days, but most of the buildings are now burnt down and falling apart, so those railways are probably very deeply buried if they're still there at all. Right, so I've come to the main road where obviously there's a bridge here. There's the main line, but just here is an empty bit of bridge. This obviously would have had track on it that went into the old steel works and stuff, and in it, the wee blank bit on the other side would have gone into the Nairnsey's building when that was still up. So pretty interesting. There's the main road, and Den Road's just up there and stuff. So pretty good. As you can see, a lot of this bit's just been abandoned now, and obviously they would have been tracking there. Now if there's locals in there, that'd be interesting, but there might not be. So obviously this is like the other end. I don't think there's any traces of track here, but it is a bit of a scrap yard. This may have been at one point an old yard, possibly, but I am not entirely sure. So back over there's the ruin and the main line. Now on the other side of the track is also believed to be a bit of Kirkcaldy West train station. So there was a bit on both sides. Obviously it's very interesting coming down here and getting to have a look. Obviously that big wooden bit over there was the old platform. Yeah, quite interesting actually, that there's like so much proof down here. Very much so interesting. And the platform must have been quite a big size. As you can see, it must have just ended along there and then came right along this bit back to the main station building, and maybe out there was some kind of car park or the inside of a building. I'm not quite sure, but basically this is where the old building is, and it's a shame I cannot get into that because all the walls are bricked up, but it doesn't look like there's even an inside, there's just walls, and that's about it, to be honest. So here is where it must have changed and connect back onto the main line. I'll have a look what's up here, but very, very interesting to have a little bit of history like this right on my doorstep. So it is something to treasure. Obviously, here's the windows, what would have been the waiting rooms possibly, and just up here is a wall to finish, and a strange wall on that side for some reason. But yep, this obviously would have been the old train station, and it's very, very interesting. Just to come and have a look down here has been very interesting. And I quite like it. So we're going to continue a look round. So there isn't much traces of a station left, but there's a lot of evidence. Obviously a lot of this has been knocked down, and there used to be a road leading down to here as well, which was obviously maybe a car park, but it's just very interesting. At one point this would have been used to serve thousands of people on their daily commute. I'm not exactly sure when the station was closed, or I'm not sure of much info of the station, but I'm sure someone will know. If you do know, please leave in the comments below when you think this station was opened, or if you know when it was shut, then that would be helpful to me. Right, so that's a little look at it. We're going to try and get down now. Oh, careful. It's absolutely soaking. Right, there we go. There you go. Wow. It's incredible just being here. And there's a massive hole down there which I don't know what's for, but this is very much incredible. It's extraordinary and it's fantastic to be down here to explore this. Obviously I like doing a little bit of exploring every now and then, but yep, this is probably one of the best ones so far after visiting the steam trains and the old railway. And here's the evidence that could have been tracked a long time ago, so I don't know, but we'll just have to figure it out. So there isn't much traces of a station left, but there's a lot of evidence. Obviously a lot of this has been knocked down, and there used to be a road leading down to here as well, which was obviously maybe a car park, but it's just very interesting. At one point this would have been used to serve thousands of people on their daily commute. I'm not exactly sure when the station was closed, or I'm not sure of much info of the station, but I'm sure someone will know. If you do know, please leave in the comments below when you think this station was opened, or if you know when it was shut, then that would be helpful to me. Right, so that's a little look at it. We're going to try and get down now. Oh, careful. It's absolutely soaking. Right, there we go. There you go. Wow. It's incredible just being here. And there's a massive hole down there which I don't know what's for. But this is very much incredible. It's extraordinary and it's fantastic to be down here to explore this. Obviously I like doing a little bit of exploring every now and then. But yep, this is probably one of the best ones so far after visiting the steam trains and the old railway. And here's the evidence that could have been tracked a long time ago, so I don't know, but we'll just have to figure it out. Right, so that's us back out on the main road. There it is in there. Obviously it's going to get knocked down soon because the land's for sale for development for flats. So if you want to come and explore this, you're going to have to do it quite quickly. There's little gaps in the fence that you're able to go through. And I don't see this as trespassing. Nobody really owns the land at the moment and nobody seems to mind. There's no fences up or anything, so it's been very interesting having a look at this. If you'd like to see it, pop down as soon as you can because it's not going to be here much longer. So thanks for watching, and if you know any info about this station then please let me know. Hi everyone, I'd just like to say thanks for watching this video. If anyone knows any info about this railway and train station, please let me know. You can also add me on Messenger. I'm Kai Slater on Messenger with a picture of the New ScotRail HST. Thanks.